Well, since episode 10, we have continued our good form, remaining first in the Vanarama National League South. We pulled out an FA Cup fourth round qualifying match victory against Dorking Wanderers in penalties. And today we're going to end up taking on the best/worst possible team we could take in the FA Cup first round away against first place in the Sky Bet League One Lincoln City. Hoping for a big cash windfall today, but more hoping for a win to get us into the second round? Let's see what we can do today. Welcome back, folks. Episode 11 of my Taskmaster FC Chesham United save. I'm so excited to bring you back today. Since I last had an opportunity to talk with you, we've been on a fairly good run of form. I believe last time we took on Hampton and Richmond Borough and St. Albans City, ending up with a 2-0 victory and a 1-1 draw. We then took on Wealdstone at home with a 2-0 victory. Again, what I'm noticing here is our attendances are starting to kind of creep up as we continue to stay top of the Vanarama National League South. That's exciting for match day income. A win against Willand Rovers away, a win against Hemel Hempstead Town at home, but these are the big matches we had since I last saw you. We had an away match at Dorking Wanderers. It ended up being 0-0, and it nothing. I mean, there really was not a whole lot that took place during the course of that game. This game, on the other hand, much different. We were battered in that game. We had very few opportunities. We were very lucky to take it to penalties and just managed to squeak out a win in penalties. But regardless of how we won, we still won, and that allows us to take an opportunity today to go away against Lincoln City, the number one team in Sky Bet League One. They have a ground of capacity of 10,669. Nice. So hopefully we can get a big payday here, even if we don't win. Remember, we still get some of the shares of the ticket revenue and the match day revenue and those types of things. So that can be absolutely huge for us in regards to our finances. You can even see how some of these runs, these FA Cup runs here, have really put a little bit of a dent in the amount of debt that we had. Our projection at the beginning of the season was around £500,000, maybe 400,000 to £500,000, and now it's only 283,000 pounds. So I really can't complain about what we've been doing, and if we continue to be successful, I think we have a really good opportunity of wiping out that debt. I don't know if we'll necessarily wipe that out today, but I really feel like that is going to put a substantial chunk of that debt out of commission, which is something we need to be doing. In terms of our performances individually, we really have been a bit of a different team this year, scoring by committee as opposed to Roisin Connolly being the one who's just tucking away goals left, right, and center. In this case, Roisin Connolly has 8 goals in 15 appearances. Not exactly the goal-a-game striker that she was in the previous season, but still a good record nonetheless. That's accompanied by 7 goals by Josh Whitcomb, 5 by Sophie Duker, who unfortunately is injured for today. Unfortunately twisted an ankle against our defeat against Truro City, by the way, which had a total of, I believe, 168 people attended on the road, not at home. 3 goals each by Lottie Adefope and Sam Campbell. But like I said, overall, it's been much more of a committee effort than it has been an individual effort for this season. I certainly don't mind that because, let's say Roisin Connolly gets injured, we still have an opportunity to get goals. So let's head to our tactical meeting for today and see what we can throw together. It seems to be what previous Joe decided was going to be a good option here, and I think I'm just going to stick with it. If this was good enough for the last game, this is good enough for this game. Really would like to see Whitcomb and Frank Skinner get some more increase to their match day rating, but other than that, I think this is about as good as it's going to get. So today we're going to start with John Richardson in goal, defensive lineup of Kerry Gottleman, Lottie Adefope, Angela Dravid, Tim Key, Frank Skinner, and Jenny Tien, who are going to anchor the midfield for us today. Joe Thomas, Sam Campbell, and Josh Whitcomb are going to be our attacking midfielders, and Roisin Connolly up top. We're going to keep a balanced mentality on the road. We're probably going to get absolutely destroyed, but we will get a payday for today. So let's submit the team. Hopefully we don't get completely embarrassed today and take on Lincoln City. I believe they are the Red Imps, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I remember that from it was probably the FA Cup 3rd or 4th round match. They played, I think, against like Liverpool, something like that. Maybe that was 10 years ago. I don't specifically remember the details of it, but I remember it was a pretty big deal seeing somebody that low take on a team like Liverpool, Arsenal. Like I said, I don't remember the team, but they all have faces in the game, which is a little bit concerning because that means that they're real players, and real players tend to be pretty good at football. So see what we can do today. We will take the kickoff and hopefully get a victory for today. Even if we don't, that is, oh my gosh. Oh, put it in the back of the net. Oh my gosh, we just scored. Okay. Cool. And less than 30 seconds into the game, it is 1-0 Chesham United. I couldn't have asked for a better start there. I wasn't even commentating because I'm like, this isn't going anywhere. I thought Roshan Kennedy had scored there, I'm not going to lie. And just tied up Brown long enough for Josh Whitcomb to just empty home a garbage goal. I mean, it's not going to get much easier than that. It says it was a tight offside. I think it was completely onside. And like I said, good opportunity there. Roshan Kennedy making good space off the post, but a rebound that was much easier to score than it was to miss, for sure. We will take the 1-0 lead. So what I was saying was that our league form has just been absolutely superb. So I'm pleased with that. This is just kind of the icing on the cake to be able to have this opportunity. That is the last thing you want to do, is to give away an easy goal like that. Take a stupid penalty and, did John Richardson save that? John Richardson, you are my hero. I can't even get a thought in otherwise because this match is actually quite exciting. Lincoln takes the corner and looks like a Chesham United defender was pushed down, so that'll be a goal kick, or a free kick rather. Looks like we have the ball again. Sam Campbell to Tim Key. Key back to Davies. Davies looking for somebody down the field. Can't find anybody. We'll play the ball back to John Richardson. John Richardson plays the ball to Adefope. Adefope in the midfield to Jenny Tien. Tien moves the ball over to Kerry Gottleman down the left-hand line. Joe Thomas ends up turning the ball over. Nice opportunity to try to get to somebody in the midfield, but cannot connect. Looks like Davies took out a Lincoln player, but unfortunately, Draper just beats his man, and just like that, it's 1-1. And I do think we're in over our heads here, but that is something. I mean, that is a ball. Who's not paying attention? 22 is not paying attention. Kerry Gottleman is just staring at the ball rather than going in and attacking that once it has been intercepted, once it's been displaced by the defender. Kerry Gottleman just watched that, and it's a bit disappointing, to be perfectly honest. I feel like we need to be able to do better than that, especially when we're taking on a team like Lincoln, who are essentially prepared to go up to the Sky Bet Championship. I still feel like we're going to get absolutely destroyed here, but as I was saying about our league performance, I think that's where we need to keep our focus. I'm pleased with it so far, but like I said, this is just icing on the cake, so hopefully we can get a win today, but 1-1 and they're attacking, and I just don't feel like we have the defense. I think we could score goals. It's very much like lower leagues of just about anything. Hockey, I've played hockey for many years. Lower league hockey, you have players that can score, you just don't have players that can defend. And I think it's going to be the same case here. We have players that can score, but we do not have players that have the ability to defend, especially against an attack like that, where, I mean, their XG is already much, much higher than ours. So maybe we need to go back to a cautious mentality. I do not know. But Joe Thomas is playing the ball into the box. Can't get it upfield. Frank Skinner intercepts, gets the ball to Kerry Gottleman. Gottleman back to Lolly Adefope, to Frank Skinner in the midfield, back to Adefope, to Tien. Tien turns, looks forward, gets it to Sam Campbell. Sam Campbell to Whitcomb. Whitcomb turns the ball over, unfortunately, and the highlight doesn't end, which tells us that Lincoln is going to take the ball right down the field. He has to be offsides. There's no way he is onside. There's no way. Thank you. Do I really want to go to a more cautious mentality? We're 1-1, but boy, we are giving up opportunities that are bad. I'm going to go to a more cautious mentality. I don't like playing cautious, but 1-1's not bad here. I do think maybe we could slow them down a little bit. We get some opportunities. We are good on the break. And as soon as I say that, they get a corner kick and almost put it in the back of the net. If we get to halftime, we might be able to regroup, get some new instructions in, maybe really rethink how we go about this game. But Gottleman, with the corner kick, cannot find ahead of the ball. Campbell to Whitcomb. Whitcomb might just tee this one up. And does. And off the post, rebound, scores. And that, wow. We are up 2-1 against Lincoln City. Vanarama National South leaders, Chesham United, Taskmaster F.C. are up against League One leaders, Lincoln Red Imps. Whitcomb with the shot right off the post, heads right back to Whitcomb. I'm not sure the physics behind that. I'm not a physics teacher by any stretch of the imagination. I don't understand how that works, but it went right back to him. That's impressive. It's all just like he planned it. Like a bank shot. He's playing horse, except it's soccer. So I'm not sure how that works. There's probably some soccer form of horse. Yeah. Maybe it's called something different. I don't know. Regardless, we're up 2-1. I'd like to get this to halftime, but Lincoln has a extended highlight here and working the ball through the backfield quite elegantly. Gets the ball to the right-hand side here. Cross goes in. Hackett heads it in. Draper, good stop by Richardson. Good save. Let's get this to halftime. We regroup. We think about what we've done in a good way. I made it sound like it was a bad thing. Think about what we've done. Naughty, naughty boy. No, just kidding. I'm happy with the performance so far. I need to see us just chill out with some time. And I hate doing that so early, but what else can we do? Thomas has not played a good game. I'll leave him on. Whittecomb's been playing out of his mind with 2 goals today. We'll head to the dressing room. We'll head to the second half. Everybody's happy, which I'm pleased with, but again, they've already had 2.63 XG. Dyscalculate, gotta love it. And they've been in control for most of this match. We've been very lucky with the 2 goals that we've scored today. And a penalty save. I want to make sure I reiterate all of the bits of information that we've gone through so far today. We've been lucky. I'd rather be lucky than good, but luck runs out. Class shows up over time. Okay, you made a good interception. There we go. Move the ball, drop it. Disproaching quantity. Now we turn. Get the ball up. There we go. Joe Thomas on the left-hand side here. Heads the ball down. Looks for a cross in the middle. Can Whitcomb get a head on it? No, it's cleared. But Tim Key gets the rebound. Ends up crossing the ball back to the box. Conity just off the post. That'd been 3-1. Absolutely gotten us one step closer to the second round proper of the FA Cup. We can't let down now. All right. Joe Thomas, not having a good game. Let's get a substitute on. Brinley Stint, you are in. I realize you're anxious. I'm anxious too. I might have to pee. I'm not sure. Walker for Dravid? I think that's perfectly acceptable. Walker's composed. That's what I like to see. And in possession, we're just going to waste as much time as we can. I mean, we're at that point in the game where they're going to start to pressure. We need to be able to soak up that pressure and just get the ball down the field. Do not let other opportunities happen. Now return. Whitcomb. Good. Campbell. Roisin Conity. Find somebody. There you go. Whitcomb down the right-hand side. Gets dispossessed immediately. You can tell that just the class difference. We're not being able to take those opportunities, turn, and get the ball into the box like we used to. They are much faster than us. They're much more skilled than us. And that may show here towards the end here. I do not know, but we've got 15 minutes left in regulation time. We have 15 minutes left until stoppage time. And we are in possession of the ball. Frank Skinner now gets it to Brinley Stint. Stint to Roisin Conity. Can she? She can if she's not offsides. And she's not. Oh, no, she is. I was so sure. Oh, that's devastating. All right, I need to kill some time here. So, pause. We've got 5 minutes left until added time. What do I want to do here with my last substitution? Do I want to make one more substitution? No. I'm going to leave it. They've been played so well this second half. Absolutely stifled Lincoln. Lincoln's done nothing the second half. And take a few moments. We're going to win this. Oh my gosh. We just won. We just beat Skybet League One's #1 team. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't great. But they all count. And we are in the hat for the second round of the FA Cup. Oh, I could not be more excited. I want to know what the attendance was for this game. I want to know how much cash we got from this game. I want to move forward one day. I'll bring in the Borehamwood match here in just a moment. How'd that do with our finances? Oh, we're in... No. We're in the black. Oh, that changed that projection big time. Oh, we got one more game coming up in the FA Cup. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this could be massive. I'll bring in for the Borehamwood game here in just a moment. Well, my deepest apologies for the excitement in the last game, but beating a team with the caliber of Lincoln City is something that I did not expect in the last game. I don't know if it's the excitement's just going to fizzle out here because we're taking on 21st place Borehamwood in the Vanarama National South. Maybe not quite as an exciting event taking place as the previous game, but we are just going to roll with it. The only change here is that I am going to substitute in Jenny Claire for our attacking midfield here. So that being said, I think we're all set and ready to go. Let's go ahead and go to the Borehamwood game. again, I'm all giddy with excitement. And if I remember correctly, we drew the next game and we had an opportunity between, oh my goodness, it was a team that was 4th in the Sky Bet League 1 and a team that was in the same league as us. So I don't know how that's going to turn out. It obviously went to a replay, so we're just going to have to wait and see how that turns out. But an FA Cup second round tie, I mean, that's just more money in the bank. And as you saw the finances, wow, what a difference that single game made for us as a team. Again, I didn't get an opportunity to see the actual attendance for that game. I'll have to go back and take a look at that here at the end of this game. I know I'm trying to focus on Boreham Wood here, but just the outcome of the last game, the financial impact of the last game, and what it means for us as a team has been absolutely astonishing. What I'd hate to do now is come out with an absolute stinker and end up sucking, and just like that, we have given up a penalty, and it's not the start we wanted by any stretch of the imagination. Richardson can't save that penalty, and just like that, it's 1-0 Boreham Wood over Chesham United. A very poor result. Whitcomb, after such a fantastic performance, pushes another player in the box, and that leads to a penalty. And penalty leads to a goal, and we're down 1-0. Not the start we wanted to see from this game. Let's keep it to that. Let's regroup. Let's play our game and go out there and score some goals. We do not want to give up our position in the league just for a couple extra $100,000 in the FA Cup. We need to make sure that we keep up both, and if we can't, the league is where our priorities need to be. Keeg gets the ball into the box. Good save off of Sam Campbell. Campbell gets a really good header on the ball and just tucks it into the keeper. Makes a fantastic save to keep this game 1-0 to Boreham Wood. Get possession here. Richardson back to the goalkeeper. Lumps the ball forward, looking for somebody on the end of that. Can't get to it. Jenny Eclair moves the ball. Tries to find Roshan Kennedy, who does, but tucks it over the top of the net, and that is a goal Roshan Kennedy needs to be scoring. We need to be putting those in the back of the net. Execute. All right, I'm going to shout demand more already. I know it's not good, but we've already got heads down, and we do not need that. Roshan Kennedy needs to get her head in the game. Josh Whitcomb needs to get her head in the game. Josh Whitcomb needs to get his head in the game. Whatever. Whitcomb in the box. Kennedy can't seem to get ahead on it, and he gets the ball back to Angela Dravid. Angela Dravid moves the ball down the right wing to Tim Key. Key moves the ball to Whitcomb. Whitcomb finds Jenny Eclair, who scores 1-1. Great work. Moves the ball. Eclair justifies my selection of putting Eclair in there in the attacking midfield. And it's 1-1 heading into halftime. Got 3 minutes left, but I'm confident we'll take that in. Eclair, great job. Move the ball in and just tuck it. Far post. I've used the word tuck a lot. I'm going to have to change that up a little bit. Beats the goalkeeper far post. Completely onside. Completely onside. No worries there. 1-1 going into halftime. Maybe 2-1. Hey, on Jenny Tien with the corner. Gets the ball. Dravid. Oh, off the woodwork. Dravid deserved much more than that. Tees the ball up. Just bouncing around. Gets all of it. Unfortunately, just goes off the woodwork, and we're going into halftime 1-1. I'll tell you what, after that penalty, we really responded quite well. So I'm going to go to the dressing room. We can still win this. Roshan Kennedy appears inspired. Roshan Kennedy has 10-15 minutes to turn the game around, or else I'm putting on Brinley Stent. So let's start the second half. Let's get a quick goal, and let's retake control of this game. Kennedy's performances have diminished since I've done that. We'll do the floating crosses. We tend to be dominant in the air. I would completely agree with that. 15 minutes in, Kennedy has done nothing. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and make a substitution here. Kennedy, we're going to get Stent on. Whitcomb, we'll get Thomas on. Yeah, that'll work for now. Our defense hasn't been bad by any stretch of the imagination. Really just one good opportunity from that penalty. And other than that, they've been absolutely clamping down. So I've been pleased so far. Cross into the box. Boreham Wood keeper Bell teams get a hold of it. Clears the ball deep, but not far. Thomas with the ball now. Skinner gets his pocket picked, and Boreham Wood look to move the ball down the field. We have nobody marking anybody in the middle of the pitch, and that is as easy as it gets because nobody is marking anybody right now. How bad is that? All you have to do, straight back. All you have to do, straight back. All you have to do, straight back. Get on him. I could score that. And I'm old. Oh, it's depressing. 2-1 Boreham Wood. The only 2 shots they've had on target have been in the back of the net. To be fair, they've been good opportunities. Did I shout at them yet? No. Berate. This has been awful. If we can't get a goal here, we're going attacking. If they get a goal here, I'm going to be extraordinarily disappointed. Especially after such a solid performance. Okay, we're going attacking. What do we got to lose, right? I don't want to lose the game. I don't want to drop 3 points. Sam Campbell's done. Let's get him off. Walker. Can't really... Let's do... Oh, shoot. There's not a whole lot I can do. Huh. I did not plan this out very well, did I? Story of my life. Attacking. Yeah, still. We need a goal. Go get a goal. Can I demand more? I will demand more. It does not look like we're going to get the victory today, and that's 3 massive points dropped towards the top of the table. And I'm not pleased. Not pleased with that at all. We can't be dropping these points. I get that we had a fantastic game against Lincoln, but we cannot be dropping points to Boreham Wood, who are 18th in the league, half as many points as we have. We're still top of the league, but we lost our game in hand there. Still lead on goal difference. But we've got to make sure that we pick up this performance. We do not want to end up in the playoffs here. Again, we did just get promoted last year, so we got to look at things from the bright side. But if we're in this position now, why not take advantage of it and do the best we can to try to finish at the top of the league? All right. Aside from my excitement and then disappointment, okay, 5,830, that's not huge, but it's definitely more than what I would expect. Okay, so next time I see you, it's probably going to be against Barnsley. Okay, that's the team that was in League One. So Barnsley here, 5th in League One. We're playing at home. It is what it is. We'll probably sell out, if I'm honest. I think we got 5,000 seat capacity. We'll probably sell that out. And then the next episode, we'll take on Barnsley, as previously mentioned, and Bognor Regis. Bognor Regis Town? Regis? I need to start working on my place names. But hopefully you've enjoyed that. If you have done so, leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you're interested in watching more Taskmaster FC content. And I appreciate all that you've done for me so far. Thank you so much. And we will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.